The day before the new semester begins, Part 2. Thanks to the diligent early education that my parents provided me with love from a young age, the word guarantee causes my back to tingle and my blood to flow faster, as I have become accustomed to the physiological response. But that's just my story, after all. Regardless, the desperation of a person backed into a corner can be overwhelmingly burdensome, surpassing imagination. Being expelled from the family, I ended up completely penniless. That's why I urgently need a generous sum of money. Hearing such words from a classmate, I was hardly close to only adds to the burden. And it's not like I don't understand that. In fact, it is because I do understand that I proceed to act. Or maybe you could lend me some money. Boldly, the summoner girl demanded money from the spirit mage. Is that so? However, Yanika's affinity was even greater than I had imagined. It must have been hard. The flow of events leading to her sympathy left me speechless. There must have been many hard times I'm unaware of. I'm not sure what words of support to offer. But I hope you stay strong. With her cheerful and innocent demeanor, one might even become suspicious. Does she really know who Edroth Taylor is? One would think it impossible to show any affection to such a person. But Yanika's charm was on another level. But I'm not in the best position myself. I'd really like to help if I could. But my family isn't well off either. But Yanika is the daughter of a small ranch in the Spard region of the kingdom's eastern part. Not from a wealthy background, she grew up playing in the plains in quite humble conditions. Thus, her attending this noble, like academy environment, was possibly thanks to her superior spirit sensitivity, earning her good grades and scholarships. Still, cheer up. I'm rooting for you. Her radiant smile is her trademark, seemingly with the ability to warm hearts. Yet from the perspective of those who know her intentions, seemingly with the abode those who are intentions, it's not entirely pleasant. After Edroth Taylor left, a girl sat quietly, reaching her hand into the void. It's as you said, Marilda. He really is a peculiar person. Within the Sylvania Academy, only 3 people possess the extraordinary spirit sensitivity to glimpse the high-wind spirit Marilda. Second, year top student, Yanika Filover. The slothful Lucy, a talent breaching norms in all magic fields, and the senior professor of spirit studies, Melina. Last year didn't feel like this. A whirlwind erupted at the girl's outstretched hand, and suddenly, a massive wolf enveloped. By massive wolf emped by Wen stood before her. Its daunting maw opening with a soft growl, the wolf nuzzled against the girl's hand. Yanika smiled broadly as her fingers gently stroked the massive wolf's lower jaw. Someday, I hope I can form a contract with you too, Marilda. Despite their closeness, akin to family, Yanika's magical power was still far too weak to form a spirit contract with Marilda. Though she had succeeded in contracting with the high wildfire spirit Tarkan, it left her bedridden with high fever for 10 days and nights. But a wolf. You do seem a bit like a forest ruler now. Every time they met, Marilda's appearance was different, sometimes a giant eagle, other times a chilling crocodile, and occasionally a rugged boar. Marilda had appeared in various animal forms, but this was the first time as a wolf. Yanika buried her face in Marilda's soft fur for a moment, her giggles blending with the gentle caresses. No matter how much I think about it, I can't seem to see you. With her face nestled against Marilda, Yenika pondered. She thought of the disgraced classmate who had been expelled. He wasn't someone of notable ability or magical power. Yet occasionally, his words lingered in her mind. Even, such a burly giant wolf seems tender at heart. Indeed, those words had been said. Yenika, too, had first noted Marilda's wolf form upon returning from break, mentioning it as if a matter of course. What could your real nature be? The intent behind the ensuing words was clear. Asking for loan. Stating Ing was in dire straits, but his tone and demeanor remained calm. There was no hint of the distinct desperation typically associated with those cornered. As carefree and brightly smiling as Yenika seemed, she was aware of the undercurrents as much as the next person. Rejecting an approach, indirectly telling Yenika to stay away. Well, such people exist. But I'm a person too. With frivolous kicks against Marilda's fur, Yenika took out her irritation harmlessly, against the impervious hide. It hurts when you dismiss me so harshly, even after I reached out with such warmth. Sigh. Not that there were any deep feelings, nor had there been any confession, but she felt unjustly spurned, which irked her. Well, we'll continue to see each other's faces, so things should get better. Embracing Marilda closely, Yenika brandished a bright smile. The relationships between people are indeed mysterious. Last year, after becoming acquainted and friendly with her classmates, she now found a collection of new and fascinating individuals upon returning this year. Among them, Ed Roth-Taylor stood out as peculiar. Even Marilda had described him as an interesting human. Ed Roth-Taylor was informed of Marilda's wolf form, and despite Yenika's beaming smile, he had pushed her away. For Yenika, the world was always kind, like a fragrant flower, guarding everyone, greeting one with open-hearted warmth. Everyone who welcomed her smile would soften, smiling back in kind. Even the kindest heart may hide a sliver of darkness. This wasn't lost on Marilda. Yet, unfaltering in her belief, a sincere smile was sure to unlock the warmth in others' hearts. Tomorrow is the beginning of the new term. Time to get back to studying. A newfound interest in a fellow student sparked joy in Yenika. This should keep her interest at bay, right? I sat in front of the campfire, tidying my appearance for the last time, striving for a look that was neat yet inconspicuous. My golden hair was combed back tidily, all unnecessary embellishments on my clothes removed, and my beard shaped to alter my features noticeably. As the semester ends, tuition fees become a pressing reality. Without a scholarship, I would have to leave the school. This semester's reprieve signals an urgent need for self-improvement. The magic de Parkland's curriculum seemed relatively lax, but it would undoubtedly consume my time. Progress in mana sensitivity and elemental magic proficiency was substantial, the result of constant practice for survival, such as cutting trees or lighting fires. Mu magic proficiency. Details. Net grade. Novice mage. Specialist field. Elemental magic. Common magic. Rapid casting level 2. Mana detection level 5. Fire elemental magic. Ignition level 5. Wind elemental magic. Wind blade level 4. My mastery levels of key spells had noticeably advanced. Although reaching up to level 10 in proficiency is generally expected, my progress was still swift. However, self-study has its limits with magic as a discipline. Once the curriculum begins, the diversity of practiced spells will expand. Living skills will naturally improve through this engagement, positively impacting my attributes. However, the concern is my combat abilities. Both stamina and strength are critically low. Despite recent physical labors, there's been no change in my stats. It seems this cursed body wasn't destined for physical feats. But that's no reason to lie down and quit. Aerobic exercise is unmatched for physical training. In my current life in the northern forest, far from the dorms on Akin Island, sparing time for exercise may seem nonsensical. However, my new environment demands it. When I arrived here aimlessly after being expelled, it was a half-day journey to the forest. Though I wandered mindlessly and rested occasionally, the distance to the dorms is still significant, especially considering I must attend classes daily. Dawn jogs are the only option. I must regard it as a fitness regime. As stamina is the basis of all activity. No matter how skillful or magically powerful, without the support of physical endurance, one cannot succeed. Combat students routinely perform such exercise. There's no reason I can't. Though I'm a magic department student, there's no time for excuses. My daily mornings, jogging to school, honing combat skills through hunting and carpentry, and relentless elemental magic and mana sensitivity training. During this, cultivating various survival skills shouldn't be overlooked. Investing in dexterity stats, crafting skills will prove immensely beneficial later. As for alchemical skills, I'm uncertain. There's a lack of immediate use for magical instruments and alchemical tools. Nevertheless, this semester demands a sole focus on my development, preferably without unnecessary attention or provoking ire. There's already more than enough to keep me busy. Please?